How much food do I order? But it isn't still empty. It's Tuesday, so I traveled 13 miles for a radio station. The morning after, I found pieces of glass. I ordered 2 poached eggs. Danger, yearning because you ate them. It's hard to exist. The road is an ocean without end. A holiday in Japan, cooking lessons, a midnight movie. I don't want to write about stopping until you can let go. An epistolary letter, summer, stew, no dear. Call, write as well as you can, with as much heart as you can, whenever you can. There are too many verses to keep climbing. Sun slowly removes itself. You can walk across the country for a view of the forest, bathing or a swarm of meditating smut. We must, like women who are unemployed. I don't know how to enunciate my anger toward you. Sun slowly removes each bone. I'm angry that you keep talking. All those times my welcome mat was set on fire. You sleep, knowing eventually there will be nothing left. I'm on a date. I usually leave my anger at home. I made those men bleed with every shatter of glass. I want you to ask about my bully to my body, somewhere between Holden Caulfield and Charles Bukowski, a keeper of my secrets. Now I'm mistakes. Now I'm unemployed. Underneath small talk, there's blood. I watch your fingers shape your face like a parenthesis. We walk until your wrist tells us it's time to pause. Still, it covers my mind these days, my belly these days. I can still feel his overpriced against my teeth. 25 years later, I'm still heartworm free. I just want to listen to L7 scream their songs, the butchies, that space behind my throat where I hide my hunting knife. We will not sit down. Toilets were just toilets. I've never been a triangle. We'll never hold it in any longer before dawn. I will not, I do not like, I certainly not for you. I don't want to think about you this much. I don't think you ever really meant what you said. I stick a needle into my belly to wipe away what I used to be. Every room I walk into, I am undone. I'm never enough. I'm too much. Before you could pronounce me, I will never. I don't know. Son, slowly, there's a room at the end of the world, but I was searching. I was doing everything. You sit down, empty pockets of number 2. The fog has claws. No one can read their handwriting anymore. Dear you, dear, what did I tell you that made you stop believing in me? Empty pockets of number 2 pencils. You sit down. Hello. I knew when I knew what I wasn't. Before, I used my body like a necklace, one with a complicated clasp that always got stuck. I put it on, gave it attention. So shiny, it sparkled. So itchy, it never fit. Took it off at the end of each day, feeling a weight dissolve from within me. There are words we read in books, and then when we speak them out loud, others listening. Faith is a house without rent control. It comes back, it threads itself into the thin skin of it expects nothing of you. It's not going away. It cannot be quieted. In fact, in the dark, in the rain, what are we trying to break into? What does a vote mean? Why is it easier to accept? What are we trying to fix? Thank you. Welcome to LOL Open Stage. Make some noise if you've never been here before. never been here before? What the hell have you been waiting? Jesus. Thank you for being here. My name is Amy. We've got a great show for you tonight. Thank you, Phil. I'll thank you many times tonight from Longmont Public Media. As you can tell, we're filming this. It's very hot up here, Phil. Does anybody have deodorant with them? It's fine, because it's close, but it's good to get to know each other. This show happens every month. So if this is your first time here, please come back. We've got music. We've got poetry, we've got puppetry, we've got all sorts of things happening tonight. And after all of these wonderful featured performers season the stage, we also have a community open mic as well. I want to thank Audrey, who I'll also thank later as well, because without Audrey, we wouldn't have a show like this. Audrey produces this show and puts a lot of work in, so let's clap for Audrey, please. And to Amy Ellis, who isn't here tonight, but she owns this great space, Tumbleweed Art Collective. If you've never been here before, check it out. When it's open, there's a whole room of artisans' work. I feel a little sadness tonight because I always buy a plant, and I didn't today, so I don't know what that says. I feel a little incomplete. Does anybody have a plant they want to give me? These? Could I take one? Okay, restrooms are through that hallway to the right. They are gender inclusive. Just go to the bathroom. We've got some snacks for sale and drinks. And we have Lisa, who's accepting money and does other things too. Okay, so without further ado, here we go. Jordan Bass is a songwriter from Lubbock, Texas, and has lived in Colorado the last several years. He has a mix of blues, country, and folk that will keep you entertained and thinking. If you think you can or think you can't, you're probably right. Please welcome Jordan to our stage.
Thank y'all for the... Hey, give it up one more time for me. Just to clear it up, I hate doing bios for myself, and that if you think you can, you're probably right. That's my signature on the email. I didn't like separate situation there, so. But hey, I still agree with it. I mean, no, I appreciate y'all coming out, having me. Yeah, hopefully I get a good listen from this situation here. Not wearing a jacket would also probably help inside. But anyway, yeah, got a few songs for y'all over the evening here. And all of them I wrote, and yeah. I don't have no money, apparently no sense. Look at my bank account and immediately wince. Would I be a better man if I made more money? How dollars paint people's eyes sure is funny. Now I don't hate you if you have more biscuits than busted squares in a box of Triscuits, but there's plenty of people, hell, they don't have any. If we all cared so damn much, how could there be so many? Don't take my word, ask your sister and your brother, not in your zip code, or even your color, the ones you don't know around this blue rock. Please just have the courage to talk to people on your block. Now I don't ask for help unless I desperately need it. Even then it's hard for me to receive it, so my life is not built on perpetual credit. Tying your word to your money is bullshit. There I said it. Don't take my word, ask your sister and your brother. Not in your zip code or even your color, the ones you don't know around this blue rock. Please just have the courage to walk your own block. Please just have the courage to talk to people on your block. No, you're in the seat.
Give it up.
That's all I have. That's all I have.
But don't worry, he'll be back. I know you were worried. It's okay, it's all right, it'll be fine. Lee is a teacher, traveler, and co-creator of the Writer's Block Poetry Collective in Boulder. His poems have been published by South Broadway Press, the Boulder Poetry Scene, and in the Daily Camera. As a proud member of the Naropa Disembodied Poetics lineage, Lee writes on politics, the environment, the human spirit, and works to inspire a next generation of artistic wanderers. Please welcome Lee to our stage.
This one was recently published by the Wheel Collective. It's called Meadowlark Sky. Sleepless nuclear flowers, fluorescent eyeshadow on the morning dew. Double rainbows speak platitudes to dark pyres as blue waves melt on the leftwise sunrise. Stow yourself in the horizontal position. Fasten your sneakers to the melting rubber and release the broken, forgotten harmony. I'll wait for you. As you taste the wine-stained coffee cup left on the stove overnight, dawn on the meadowlark sky, a 2:44 a.m. sunrise, and thin pillow sweatpants. Guidelines. Secure your own life before you secure mine. One personal item only, please. The cabin is full of precious cargo. Make sure your face is in the upright and locked position. When in the middle seat, share your elbows generously. In the event of a sky landing, flap your arms vigorously. Prepare yourself for the final approach. Each day, you get a little bit closer to the end. These are okay words. You'll be okay. It'll be just fine. You'll make it through, one day at a time. Take a deep breath, sleep on it. There's always tomorrow. Every cloud has a rainbow lining, a light in the shadows, coffee in the day, ice cream in the night, soft napkins, warm blankets. A text that says, "What are you up to?" Bath salts. Just the right random playlist song. A yes to meeting up on Monday, a together song sung with 6 guys into the night, a memory of old lessons, a reminder that you still got it while breathing heavily under the night sky. These are okay words. A slow walk with a chocolate chip cookie. Falling asleep holding you in my dreams and new guitar strings. Feeling lost in the moment so much you forget there were other moments to remember. Those moments you were trying to forget when they're finally gone. This is a short one. It's called Dumplings and You. If the world were ending, I'd make these dumplings and call you. You and dumplings. I can't imagine what I'd want more in the end. Whoa. My short poems about food are the ones people love most. I don't know, like, maybe I gotta work on my genre focus. This one I read to you twice because it's in translation. It was written in Spanish. It was written to describe the story a friend told me on the island of La Palma in the Canary Islands and the volcano that went off in that place and destroyed, well, let's say what he knew of his home. And this is his story. I'll share it with you first in the Spanish and then in the English. It's called Volcán. Hay volcán, hay humo brillando, mi corazón roto, corazón de la isla rompiendo abierto, donde una vez compré un cochecito de bebé, donde pastaban las cabras y crecían los aguacates. Una familia. 7 casas atrapadas bajo la nieve cenicienta, apagado por las lágrimas del océano, la piedra licuada que fluye. Mi sangre no se dentrará por meses mientras los días se enfriaban como un sueño. Yo sabía, mi comunidad existió antes, mi realidad existe después. Mis zapatos son vides, plantan uvas para el futuro, pero de este vino no sabré el sabor. There is volcano. There is smoke shining, my heart broken, heart of island breaking open, where once I bought a baby carriage, where goats grazed and avocados grew, one family. 7 houses trapped under ashen snow, quenched by ocean's tears. The liquid stone is flowing, my blood won't stop for months as the days grow cold, like a dream I knew. My community existed before. My reality exists after. My shoes are vines. They plant grapes for the future. But I will not know the flavor of the wine. I have 2 more for you. This one's called Lessons from Earth Dance. Allow that inner child to smile. He's in there. You found him. Behind the tears, there are smiles. Listen to those. There will be more tears, but there will also be more smiles. The only risk is to not follow them. The only risk is to not try. When you can be comfortable with yourself, you can be comfortable with everyone else. When you belong to yourself, you can belong anywhere. Are they sour grapes? Or just grapes that have yet to ripen? Always offer your full embrace. There's no need to be afraid. Allow the exits in their time. Allow the entrances when you're ready. You can work hard and still lose it all. free yourself from the mud. Spit it all onto the altar. Fuel Agni's fire and make whispers to the gods. No matter what, you have mixed your essence with the world. May that be Dayenu, beautiful. It's okay to share your full embrace, to share those smiles and tears. Make your experience, choose your experience, follow the smiles that only you can see. Sour grapes? Or maybe they just haven't ripened yet. You can always remake the score, and when they're ready, squeeze the juice from each smile. The overripe ones have less flavor. And the curtain will fall, whether or not you've tasted the last drop. One more short one for you. Thank you, everyone. It's called B. A vessel open to being full, clean in the seen and unseen, fresh water. Rejoice when the nectar swirls about you, and when empty, remember, there's a sweetness of a different shade. Breathe now. Listen to the river and drink.
Keep it going for Lee. Lee, I would love to go on a slow walk with a cookie with you. Just so before I get settled, but like what kind of cookie are we talking about?
Well, I think it was chocolate chip.
Are there nuts in it?
There don't have to be,
No,
but there can
no,
be. Okay,
no.
no nuts.
All right, okay.
Should be gluten-free or
No, no.
vegan? Okay.
Please welcome Jordan Bass to our stage.
Yeah, give it up to Lee one more time. When I was thinking about this gig and playing tonight, I got a lot of songs I've written, but I was like, all right, we gotta narrow this thing down. And in an unintentional way, Lee, you just upset me because you kind of forced my artist hand to play a song that I don't want to, but you were so vulnerable up here. I was like, shit, I don't want to play this.
Well, my work is done here.
Hey, you did it. All right. Hopefully I remember it. Found myself petrified, alone and crying, totally confused with the fear of trying. When a wise old man passing by said, young man, if you lend me your ears, I can lend you a hand. He said, a bully's weapon is always fear, don't let it be the truth. You aren't what he says, you are what you do. I said, I ain't been bullied, at least since I was young. He said, it's inside of you where the bully's coming from. And if that bully's anything like the one I've had, he's 100 styles of mean and 1,000 kinds of bad. He'll leave you alone, maybe for a while, long enough to hatch a scheme that make the devil smile. They said a bully's weapon is always fear, don't let it be the truth. You aren't what he says, you are what you do. Said once was there myself, that's how I know it's true. It's a tough nut to crack, but here's what you do. You tell that big old bully living in your head, love's now the queen and his reign is dead. His very life will be threatened from your love's attack, so he won't pull any punches or hold nothing back. He said a bully's weapon is always fear, don't let it be the truth. You are what he says, you are what you do. Now he'll start going after wounds you got when you were 3. That's when you remind him you were born free. That will stagger him back, so you give your love the nod. She'll let her velvet hammer drop like steel from the lightning god. And at this point you panic, 'cause you halfway got him. That's when you tell him I love myself from the top down to the bottom. I said a bully's weapon is always fear, don't let it be the truth. You are what he says, you are what you do. I remember that day well, the man woke me from my dream like the bells of Notre Dame. His words still ring. I never caught his name, but I snagged a true friend, and I know just what I'll tell that bully if he shows his face again. I'll say a bully's weapon is always fear, I won't let it be my truth. I'm not what you say, I am what I do. I'll say a bully's weapon is always fear, I won't let it be my truth. I'm not what you say, I am what I do. Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you, Jordan. And thank you for being vulnerable and interrupting what you were going to do.
Yeah.
We inspire each other.
That's right, that's right. Hey, good job.
Oh, look at this,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Charlie Hickman is a local artist, elementary school teacher, and level 4 human ranger. Please welcome him to our stage.
I brought some luggage. Thank you, Audrey. This is an easel for my artwork. Hi. I have a dog with me. I'm Charlie Hickman, and I'm a local artist, and I'm a teacher, a school teacher, an elementary school teacher. And as I was helping Audrey's children into her car, she said, "Do you want to come talk about your art for 10 minutes?" And I said, "Yeah, that would be fine. Move along." And then like a month later, she called me up and I had to do it. So here I am. I am a painter. I have a studio. I'm local to Longmont in that my studio and my house are about a block and a half that way. No, that way. And I could walk here if I wanted to, but I drove because I have some luggage. I've never really talked about my art to a group of people before. Nobody really asks me any questions. I don't sell a lot of it. I make canvases. This is an acrylic painting that I've made, and the things I like to do with it. I have a suitcase here. My paintings are also sometimes very small, and my paintings are magnetic, so you can attach things to them. If you wanted to, you could like remind yourself you had a dentist appointment by putting the card up there. But I kind of make them to look like backgrounds, and then I create kind of creatures to live in them. And I like them because they change, and I can change them. Did you see over there?
That's cool.
Wow. I'm an elementary school teacher. I've done this before. Did you guys get a chance to see it? There's metal on the back because that's how magnets work. And that's been really fun for me. I made a whole bunch of these. I also paint and sand the frames down. and make them to match the canvases. My suitcase is also magnetic, so I can store them in here. Another thing I do with my art is that I make this magazine. And this has been really exciting for me to make this magazine that's called Origami Honey. And you can buy it at this local place called the Tumbleweed Art Collective. It's available for you to purchase.
Where's that?
I'm sorry, I'm not taking questions at that time. Just wait for the end of my lesson. I may answer your question while I'm speaking. It's that way. That way, this way. Anyway, I also make these. They have no words in them, and it's the story of a cat-piloted robot that is on a quest to dismantle systemic racism in the United States.
Wow.
I haven't worked out all the plot details yet. I'm still working on that. But I've got the cat in the robot, and its issue 4 is available now. That's something that I do. I digitally illustrate them. It's like my inventory for up front. Because I had a new issue. And I was gonna, I thought, well, what am I gonna say to these people? I said, I'll go on my sketchbooks and I'll look. And, find the things that I wrote about art, and then I will tell them those things that I wrote. And I started going through my sketchbooks, and I realized that, I have a lot of them. And so I didn't get through them. These are all my sketchbooks that I filled with ideas, and as an artist, I'm a real firm believer in that sketchbook work is foundational to generate ideas and get the garbage out before you try to put stuff on canvases. And that's kind of what I wanted to say about that. I spend about 4 hours every week kind of working on ideas and just filling these up with things, whatever I want. Sometimes they're to-do lists, like go to the dentist, but mostly it's kind of these ideas that I generate. I brought another painting and some other paintings, but I wasn't sure how much time I had, so I kind of left them in the back. Is there anything else I should talk about? I have a dog with me. You want to see my dog? This is Guff Guff. I made Guff Guff. I'm sorry, it's a real dog. And he opens his mouth. And I did a puppet show at one point, and I only performed it twice for people on my birthday about 7 or 8 years ago. And Guff Guff was part of that show. And he likes to eat things. He's got a big mouth and you can put stuff in there. You want to see how he eats? Yeah. He's got his thing that he really likes to eat. This is his favorite. It's the Jackson flavored one. It goes in there. See? He eats it. And then this is actually my purse down here. Anyone else want to feed him? You could if you wanted to. I'll be here all night. But that's Guff Guff. And then I also feel like there was something else I made that I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, my outfit. I painted my outfit to look like a blue-ringed octopus because it is the most venomous creature in the world. And I identify with that as a white, cis, male, heterosexual in a homophobic, racist world. So that's kind of what inspired me to make this. So I hope that when you see someone wearing this, you get real, feelings that I'm dangerous. Maybe poisonous. Well, I mean venomous. Don't bite me. I would now like to open the floor for questions. And I didn't really know this presentation would happen on the surface of the sun. Are there any questions that you would like to ask? I saw your hand up earlier. Did you have a question?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
But I am curious what your inspirations are in this art piece, and what had you think of the plug and play art? Because it's very skillful and alive, and also playful because you can create it new every day.
It seems like you got it all wrapped up. Yeah, that's it.
Well done.
It's playful and I like it because it's kind of silly. I like to use a color palette that is all over the place and very like high contrast and kind of abusing color theory, because most paintings are not super lit when you see them in the world, especially in coffee shops and bars and places. So I wanted them really to pop in a variety of lighting situations. And I had this whole idea, I was going to show you that with my handheld LED light that changes colors, but it broke.
But we could change the color if you wanted with an app, right, Phil?
Only the one up there.
Should we try it?
I don't want to make a fuss about it. I don't want to bother you all. But that's kind of what I do with my life when I'm not teaching for my day job. I really thought you'd have a lot of questions. You in the back with the amazing beard?
Yeah. I got like 3 questions. Can I ask you 3 questions?
Yes.
Your art reminds me of Zeta the Space Girl. Do you know that?
I am largely influenced by Zeta the Space Girl.
Okay.
Ben Hadke, the author, inspired me to make my own book because his drawings are so bad that I was like, wow, I could do something like that.
There you go.
That's kind of a joke, but I like his light style,
That's great.
and it's not like super cool. Like a lot of the work you see out there is like super cool and really refined. And I felt like he has such good energy, so I actually send him my books,
Yeah.
the author, and he's one of 4 or 5 people that inspired me, that I send them, I tell them they're subscribed. And there's no unsubscribe button, because it's kind of an analog endeavor.
And then the name of the zine
Is Origami Honey.
is that inspired by the Courtney Barnett song?
Yes, thank you for
All right.
noticing that. But in my
Yes.
mind, it's my kind of Clockwork Orange. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like a organic machination. So it's a little bit more than the Courtney Barnett song, but yes, if you don't know,
Great song.
the line goes, "Give me all your money and I'll make some origami, honey." So you can do that if you want.
Okay, and then thirdly, like, what are your, like, not just as a visual artist, but as a performer, like, what are your influences? Like, Andy Kaufman or what? What is?
Buster Keaton, Mr. Bean, Willy Wonka, and those types of folks. I did a little bit of volunteering as a clown, but that's a whole nother presentation. I didn't bring my nose. I mean the other. I brought this nose because otherwise I wouldn't smell good. I'll leave on that. Thank you.
Keep it going for Charlie Hickman. Hey Charlie, can I ask you a question? If
Yes.
somebody wanted to buy your art, how can they do that?
It is $220 USD or
USD.
Bitcoin. It is the same price for Bitcoin. Oh, and I will give half of it to the Tumbleweed group if you buy it tonight or tomorrow or a day after.
Or a day. So 3 days, we got 3 days. 2.5, 2 and a little. Thank you, Charlie.
My pleasure.
Please welcome Jordan Bass back to our stage.
All right. Man, talented folks out here. Give it up again. Overworked, underpaid, essential and forgotten. How we treat our workers, shameful and rotten. We blame the victims for hardships they've gathered. Kick them a few more times when they're down and battered. I love this country dearly, but it gets harder every day. Politicians are babies, just call them a shovel a spade. I know you don't want to hear it, but what can I say? We put the dream in ICU, it's the American way. Quarter of the world's prisoners, most of them done no killing. Land of the free and home of the brave, won't allow in children. Corporations are people, people are just stats. Shouldn't be any mystery to how we got to where we're at. I love this country dearly, but it gets harder every day. Politicians are babies, I'm just calling a shovel a spade. I know you don't want to hear it, but what can I say? We put the dream in ICU, it's the American way. But what would this country be if we could all just get along? With each other, the environment, well, I'd sing a different song. But until things change, you're gonna keep hearing me say, we put the dream in ICU, it's the American way. I love this country dearly, but it gets harder every day. Politicians are babies, I'm just calling a shovel a spade. I know you don't want to hear it, but what can I say? We put the dream in ICU, it's the American way. We put our dream in ICU, it's our American way. Played that for a dear friend of mine, and about a 2-second pause, and he says, "Boo! I hate the truth." Anyway, we got someone else up next here. Thank you.
Hey, Jordan, I have a question for you.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
If we want to hear more of your music, where do we find it?
Wherever I'm playing, yeah, you can maybe hunt me down on YouTube, you can find me on the Instagram, but I've always been more of a songwriter, and now I'm just gathered the equipment to be able to record now, and so got an album or a few coming up.
So we should make room on our shelves for your...
Yeah, in your digital pocket, make room.
Your digital.
Gonna be probably like 128.
Dollars?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
You're hired,
You're
by the
worth
way.
it.
You're hired, by the way.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
Corey Stewart is a Denver-based comic whose absurdist goofs are inspired by her belief that everything's hilarious, beautiful, tragic, in almost equal measure. She has worked with Duncan Trussell, Mary Santora, Kyle Kinane, Jeffrey Asmus, Brad Upton, and many other wonderfully funny people all over the country in comedy clubs and festivals, but she is happiest to laugh with us. You can find her at Fringe Fest, June 5th and 6th in Denver. Please welcome Corey to our stage.
Hello, friends. My name is Rebecca Rainbow. Can you say Rebecca Rainbow?
Rebecca Rainbow.
Oh my gosh, that is very good, friends. I am so excited to be here on the open stage. Woo. Can you say open stage?
Open stage.
Oh gosh, that's very smart of you. You know, when I'm in a new place talking to my friends, I like to bring a very special friend with me. Maybe if you clap for him, he'll come out. Let's see. I know you're shy, and you have very good boundaries. Friends, can you say boundaries?
Boundaries.
Gosh, that's very good. Let's clap for Footsie one more time. When I'm in a new place, talking to new friends, Footsie likes to start the conversation in a very special way. And if you know this, you can say it along with him. Friends, Footsie is a recovering codependent. Can you say codependent? Sometimes you can just say your name and it's the same thing. Footsie, if you're ready. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things that I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Gosh, Footsie, that's very powerful. And it doesn't just sound like empty self-help rhetoric. You know, Footsie, I've been thinking a lot about it. It feels really hard out there. What's the best way to love ourselves? You know, Rebecca, it's a lifelong process and it takes a lot of work and a lot of time to grow. Well, I don't like that, Footsie. I think that's just what you have to do, though, yeah? Okay, that's fine if I have to do some work on myself. But, you know, how do I know the best way to love other people? I gotta tell you, Rebecca, it's a real gamble. You know, often the people that we let in, the people that we let in close to us, are the ones who can really destroy us. Oh my gosh, Footsie. It sounds like I can't trust anyone at all. You know, it's hard. And often we're just acting out family cycles, you know? We're acting out the things that we learned in our childhood. You know, like sometimes those are just family structures. When you're a kid, the people that you have to trust might really set you up for failure later in life. That's very heavy. That's very powerful. I have to think about that for a minute. Well, you go ahead and think about it because it's just, you know, it's really difficult, you know, that we learn about ourselves and we do get through this world with someone else that we care about. Gosh, Footsie, that's very defeatist. I mean, what can we do to improve? Well, we've got to do the work. Gosh, Footsie, I hear everybody talking about doing the work. But what does that really mean? Well, mostly it's yoga. Well, that makes sense because I feel a lot better after I spent like a couple hours really stretching the crap out of myself. But you know, you can, it could also be the right sense of the right flavors of essential oils. It could be self-help books. You could go on retreats. Are you saying that I can, like, buy my way to serenity? Oh, you sure can! Oh, that's great, but that just seems like I'm, like, buying more stuff to stick in the void instead of fixing the void. Well, life is long, and it is hard, and you've just got to find something to get you through the day. Boy, Footsie, you know, I really do want to deeply connect with someone. I want to find my person. I want to find my soulmate. That's a little misplaced. I mean, we can't be everything to everybody. That's a little grow up. You know, that's not what I learned from like sitcoms and from Disney shows and movies. Those are just shellacked ideas about romance. Our relationships with other people have changed a lot over the last 50 years. You can't be someone's everything. You can't be everyone's everything. You know, you're not going to be perfect, and your partner's going to be not going to be perfect either. Plus, we live much longer. Gosh, I guess that's something to feel pretty good about, I guess. You know, Footsie, I value your recovery, but you sound a little bit bitter. How can we do this work on ourselves? How can we feel better without being exhausting? Drugs, Rebecca! You gotta do drugs! Oh, you mean like medication? Prescriptions that I get from my doctor? No, I mean whatever you get your hands on! Life is long, I said it before! Just do something that makes you feel better! Whew, gosh. You know, this is really difficult to hear. This is kind of hard. This isn't what my parents told me. Well, you come from a dysfunctional family, Rebecca, where your worth was only based on your next achievement. Footsie, you don't even know my parents, but I know parents! Jeez, gosh, Footsie, I really appreciate this. Has been very illuminating. I'm so happy that you've told my friends all of these things, but I feel like we need to do something a little more upbeat. Is there a song that you like to sing when you're talking to people? Just getting to know people, starting conversations? I think I got something for you. And you can sing along if you know this too. Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Honey, if I get restless, you're not that kind. Don't go breaking my heart. You take the weight off of me. Honey, when I knocked on your door, I gave you my key. Oh, nobody knows it. Nobody knows. What holds down? I was your clown. Right from the start, you gave me my heart. Footsie, you were way off there. Hey, everybody, I'm Rebecca Rainbow. Thank you so much for having me. Give it up for chorus and Rebecca Rainbow. Give it up for Jordan and Lee. Oh, where are our hands? Yeah, you can clap them. And Charlie, and all of you. We can't do a show without an audience. So being here is so important. Thank you for being here. Please come back. I want to thank Audrey Grace for putting this show on, putting all the work into this. And Phil from Longmont Public Media for archiving this. Thank you, Lisa, for helping as well. Thank you for tumbling our collective. Again, we do this the last Thursday of every month. If you're sitting in your seat and you're like, you know what? I want to be up here. I've got things that I can do. Talk to Audrey after the show, and maybe you will be a featured performer a month from now or so. The next show is, we've got March 29th, Longmont Live at Longmont Public Media. You'll notice on your chairs, you can just take a picture of that QR code. Is that how we do it? You just take a picture and things happen. And also our next show is April 24th. We'll be here April 24th. We're gonna take a brief stretch because, you know, we're sitting in seats and our bodies need to move. And
Corey, you mentioned yoga, so if you feel like you need to go outside and do a position or two posture. So we're gonna take a 5-minute stretch. The open mic sign-up sheet is over there. It's a 3-minute slot open mic, so please feel free to sign up your name. After 5 minutes, we'll come back. Thank you again for being here. All right, welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. Please welcome. Oh, Jesus. Not Jesus. Jesus couldn't make it here tonight. He's doing sit-ups to keep that nice six-pack going. Please welcome Takashi Koyama to our stage.
Thank you.
Keep it going until.
I have one message for you guys. You know, life throws lots of curveballs. Life doesn't go as you planned. Every time you face the hardship, you got to come back strong. So tonight, I want to sing this song to always keep dreaming, never stop dreaming. We really want to achieve our own dream. One day I want to be a motivational speaker too. I want to speak a long time, but they're giving me only 3 minutes, so I chose to sing a song. Here it comes. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anyway. Just a city boy, born in the South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anyway. Cigarettes walking around, no wine and change of view. Small that you said and that he goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, happened in the boulevard, there's shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just in that emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my feet, everybody wants the thrill. Getting in the roll of dice, just one more time. Some win, some lose. Somebody sing the blues. What I do be there, but he goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, up in the boulevard, there's shadows searching in the night.
keep going, keep it going for Takashi. What the hell, Takashi? You're just a rock star. Do you know this? He's such a rock star, he's not even acknowledging me. Please welcome Eric Fishman to our stage.
So I thought because you said you're a little sad that you didn't know about my performance last night for the Wheel Collective, I'm going to read 2 poems from that.
Oh.
I wrote both of these while working as a dispensary manager. I was the store manager for Lightshade for a long time. And I also wrote these during Poetry Month, which starts in 3 days. So I invite you to join me in the 30-30, which is 30 poems in 30 days for the month of April. And that's where these poems come from. Firmament. My boss asks me to watch 16 hours of camera footage. Instead, I watch dandelions lose their heads at the slightest breeze. Nearby weeds shed their mustard petals. The sky dares me to name its every shade of blue. Cotton, chromium, seafoam, tremor. There are more important things to worry about today than work, like breathing the grass-cut air, catching the sun's bright spears. The swollen clouds are an army of angel wings descending. I watch their feathers fall. And this is called, oh wow. This is called The Hill I'm Walking On Is Not a Cloud, But It Carries My Feet. And there's a reference to a famous New York graffiti writer in here named Revs. So that's who that is. I think when I read this poem, people usually don't know. All day at work, I look for poetry. A man reaches into his pocket for change, and a handful of bells pours out. A customer asks if his dog can come in with him, and the dog spontaneously recites Pushkin. I imagine that everyone in the lobby is writing poems. Skater guy is writing an epistle to Scene Girl. Michigan squad is collaborating on a sestina. Outside, a woman breastfeeds her baby. A poem I could never write. The dress code today is black and white. We get slammed in the afternoon, selling edibles to odes, keeping the sonnets satisfied. Our debit machines go down, but fall is just another word for fly, and everyone here has wings on sight. A girl I like smiles at me. An employee laughs at a corny joke. You don't have to force it. My boss shows me video of her daughter blowing her first bubble. Rev said, "Don't soup it up." A customer brings cookies for the whole staff. Jizza said, "Why should you die to go to heaven?" As soon as I stop looking for the poem, I find it. Not in the metaphors, but in bodies, in the lilt and hang of earthling chatter. Rev said, "Keep it meat and potatoes." Not the diamond, but the rough. I won't even tell you about the moon.
Thank you to Eric. Eric. Thank you, Takashi. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Talk amongst each other. We do this every month. We hope to see you next month. My name is Amy. Your name is you. Get home safely.